So we have been called a medical miracle because it just shouldn't have happened, really.
Oh, you're warming up now, are you?
Yeah, we were waiting for this.
So Sandra gets pregnant. Yay! 18 days later, gets pregnant again with twins with different due dates.
My husband and I just sat there in silence because we didn't really understand what was going on.
Bit of disbelief, I guess. I just knew that it was going to be a lot of explaining to people how it happened.
After passing routine health checks and getting what she thought was her period, Sandra started an IVF cycle without realising she'd already gotten pregnant naturally.
They were telling me that potentially we'd had sex during the cycle, and I said no.
First blood test, her hormone levels for the pregnancy were sky high, really abnormally so. So we got an early scan which showed a 7 or 8 week sized fetus, which was about 18 days ahead of where it should have been, plus another little sac which was consistent with our really early pregnancy from the IVF cycle.
So when she was born, Poppy here was considered full term. Michael was prem, and they had different developmental milestones.
Firstly in size, so Michael was 2 kilos and Poppy was 3 kilos. So Michael hadn't quite developed the sucking reflex, whereas Poppy was able to feed straight away.
For obvious reasons, they had to be born the same day, but picking a date was tricky. Known as Superfetation twins, they are crazy rare. There's only about 10 confirmed cases of them in the world.
Superfetation twins are when there's 2 different pregnancies that have been conceived at different times within the same uterus. There's likely to be some extra cases out there that are unreported and we just don't know about.
There's even been cases of 1 pregnancy with 2 biological fathers.
There are cases reported where people have ovulated spontaneously days apart and you have a superfecundation there. That's rarer than the case we're talking about with the IVF.
You'd think medical experts would want to write papers about them. They've already asked.
It's always interesting to document these because they're so rare that, you know, there'll be a few cases in the literature but not many. So it's nice to, you know, it's interesting for other doctors to see that these rare things can happen.
The couple froze sperm after David was diagnosed with testicular cancer in 2015 and had chemo. Sandra then discovered she had a low egg count. With 2 children already from that fertility journey, this was to be their last IVF attempt to implant their final frozen embryo.
She's a very lucky lady to get 2 beautiful babies after such a rare event.
The reason why we wanted to share it is that it is a good news story. It's been like a happy accident.
We could have the family that we dreamed of, but yeah, we've got a bit more than we bargained for, but I'm not complaining.